Hey everyone, it's Marc de Bruin from Simplifying Life. It's been a while since I made a video, so it's a good time to do one. Got a new laptop, so I'm trying this camera out to see if it actually produces decent quality video and sound wise, so bear with me. I posted a Facebook post and a LinkedIn post not too long ago about motivation and how people sometimes are not motivated to change their lives. And it's a conversation that comes up time and time again between me and my clients. It's nearly a couple of times a week, literally. It happens all the time, where the classic response is, well, what would you like to do differently? Blah. And say, well, why haven't you done that yet? People say, well, I can't be motivated enough, or I haven't got the motivation to do that. And that is a circular type reasoning that keeps people stuck in a way. So the simple message is, do not wait for motivation to get going. Get going so you can get motivation. And it's a simple truth, and I know it makes common sense, or it sounds like common sense, and it makes sense when you listen to it that way, but it's sometimes so hard to do, and I very much realize that. So if you are stuck either because of high stress, because you're experiencing some depression, you might be feeling anxious, you might be having to do something, say something, change your life in one way, shape, or form, don't wait for motivation. Because if you wait for motivation, there's a fair chance that you won't do anything at all for a very long time. The simple solution is get going. Motivation is something, well, I describe it in another video as a pushing force. So it's generally something that we feel we need to do or must happen in order for change to happen. And it's not one that comes out of ourselves. It's not an internal force per se. Inspiration is that one, and that's part of another video, so I won't go into that one. So motivation is generally not a driving force. It's a pushing force, but not one from ourselves. So if you want to change something, then look at why you would like to change it. The reason why, the value behind why it is that you want to change. Why do you want to make that difference in your life? Because you think your life will be better, because your relationships will improve, because your career will progress, because, I don't know, your health will improve, whatever it is. Find the reason why you would like to change, and then start heading in that direction, even though it might not be fully. Just start taking that first step. That, I will promise you, will over time increase your motivation. It's simple behavioral science. As you see a particular destination that you want to go for, or even direction that you want to go in, and you start heading in this direction, you start leaving a trail of bits and pieces of evidence. When your brain sees, hears, touch, tastes, smells that there is evidence for what is happening, that generally stimulates our motivation, and it allows us to keep going, which then becomes also sorts of inspiration, because you feel like you want to keep going. So don't get hung up on the word too much, motivation, inspiration, pushing force, all that sort of stuff. It doesn't really matter. But try, as a simple tip for today, in this video, not to let your actions be dependent on a level of motivation. Let your actions be dependent on a level of why, a high enough level of why. If you have an enough high level of why, reasons why you want to do things differently, that in itself could already be the reason for you to start walking along that path towards that new direction or towards that new destination. And then I pretty much promise you, motivation will follow. So I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to keep this too long, but email me, Facebook me, whatever, if you want to talk about this, but let it be a lesson, because like I said, I hear too many clients talk about it too often, and there is a relatively simple remedy for it that will absolutely make a difference if you start trying it. So hope that helps. Speak soon, and enjoy your day.